ติดตามชมเที่ยวไปไลฟ์กับโลคอล
การส่งต่อภูมิปัญญาทางชิ้นงานเหล่านี้
ทุกวันพุธ 23:45 นาทีทาง PPTV HD ช่อง 36 ไปเที่ยวด้วยกันนะคะ
Lighthouse Family Live Through The Call สวัสดีครับ
ฮัลโหลพี่ดอนมันจืดตลอดว่ะโทษด้วยจ้า
Is that you
นี่แหละผมครับ
แจ้งถึงแล้ว
พี่เตรียมไว้ดีกว่ากลัวจะไฟไหม้ถ้าอยากมีบุตรต้องปฏิ
ชี
บัติ
วิตนะคะความคืบหน้าล่าสุดชุดสืบสวนตำรวจภูธรภาค 3 ได้ประชุมติดตามความคืบหน้าคดี เพื่อตามตัวคนร้ายที่ก่อเหตุนะคะ ตอนนี้ได้เบาะแสแล้วว่าคนที่ก่อเหตุน่าจะเป็นวัยรุ่นผู้ชายน่าจะเป็นวัยรุ่นแล้วก็น่าจะหลบซ่อนอยู่ในพื้นที่นี่แหละค่ะตำรวจเขาก็ประชุมติดตามความคืบหน้าคดีกันนะคะใช้เวลาพูดคุยประมาณ3 ชั่วโมงล่าสุดยังปฏิเสธให้ข้อมูลกับผู้สื่อข่าวแต่มีข้อมูลจากพยานที่เห็นเหตุการณ์นี้เขายืนยันว่าเห็น10ตำรวจตรีอัธพลขี่รถมอเตอร์ไซค์ไล่ติดตามตัวคนร้ายเป็นผู้ชายสวมเสื้อสีเทาเป็นเสื้อฮู้ดแล้วก็ขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ยี่ห้อ Honda Wave ไม่แน่ใจว่าขนาด100ซีซีหรือ125ซีซีระหว่างนั้นคนร้ายพยายามที่จะขี่รถหลบหนีแล้วก็ชักปืนยิงสวนใส่10ตำรวจตรีอัธพลหลายนัดจนกระสุนถูกเข้าที่ใบหน้าและทำให้รถจักรยานยนต์ล้มลงก่อนที่คนร้ายจะขี่รถจักรยานยนต์แล้วหายไปในความมืดลองไปฟังดูค่ะ
หนูก็ไม่มั่นใจนะคะว่าเป็นเสียงปืนหรือเสียงท่อเพราะได้ยินเสียงแค่ทางเดียวปักแค่นั้น
แล้วน้องก็ขับมาดูเหรอตามมาเหรอ
ใช่หนูขับมาแล้วหนูก็ไม่เห็นพี่เขานอนแล้วก็รถกระบะจอดที่โทรแจ้งแค่นั้นแหละค่ะหนูก็ขับรถไปดูดน้ำมันแล้วก็มาเติมให้เขา
อ๋อตำรวจเขาไล่มอเตอร์ไซค์มาใช่ไหม
ใช่ค่ะ
คนนั้นเขามากี่คน
ใครคะ
คนเดียว
ผู้ต้องหานะคะคนเดียวค่ะ
เขาใส่เสื้ออะไรรู้ไหม
เสื้อฮู้ดสีเทา
ใช่ไหม
รถเป็นรถอะไร
เวฟหนูก็ไม่มั่นใจว่าเป็นเวฟ110หรือเวฟ125
ส่วนตำรวจนะคะที่ติดตามตัวคนร้ายอยู่ตอนนี้กำลังจะไล่ดูกล้องวงจรปิดตามเส้นทางที่คนร้ายหลบหนีไปพบว่ากล้องวงจรปิดที่หน้าอบต.ปากช่องจับภาพคนร้ายที่ก่อเหตุเอาไว้ได้เป็นผู้ชายขี่รถจักรยานยนต์ Honda Wave สีน้ำเงินหรือดำผ่านมาเพียงแค่คันเดียวนี่ผู้ก่อเหตุนี่ค่ะขี่ผ่านไปแต่มันค่อนข้างมืดนะพอมาถึงวนเวียนต้นไม้แล้วก็เลี้ยวไปทางขวาไปทางรีสอร์ทฮอลิเดย์พาร์คหรือว่าภูพิมานรีสอร์ทผ่านหมู่บ้านกอกตำรวจได้ตรวจสอบกล้องวงจรปิดตามเส้นทางต่อไปเชื่อว่าคนร้ายน่าจะกบดานอยู่ในพื้นที่นี่แหละส่วนประเด็นที่มีข้อสงสัยว่าทำไม10ตำรวจตรีอัธพลถึงไปเพียงลำพังพลตำรวจตรีชูสวัสดิ์จันโรจน์กิจผู้บังคับการกองบังคับการสืบสวนสอบสวนตำรวจภูธรภาค 3บอกว่าปกติแล้วสายตรวจเขาจะขี่จักรยานยนต์ออกตรวจ2 นายแต่คืนวันที่เกิดเหตุตำรวจปฏิบัติภารกิจสำคัญค่ะ10ตำรวจตรีอัธพลเลยต้องขี่จักรยานยนต์ออกไปตรวจคนเดียวขณะที่พลตำรวจตรีอัจฉยนต์ไกรทองโฆษกสำนักงานตำรวจแห่งชาติบอกว่าพลตำรวจเอกดำรงศักดิ์กิติประภัสผบ.ตร.ได้สั่งการให้ผู้บัญชาการตำรวจภูธรภาค 3เร่งสืบสวนติดตามคนร้ายมาดำเนินคดีโดยเร็วเพราะถือเป็นการกระทำที่อุกอาจไม่เกรงกลัวต่อกฎหมายและกำชับแนวทางการออกตรวจของเจ้าหน้าที่ให้ปฏิบัติตามยุทธวิธีต่างๆเพื่อให้เกิดความปลอดภัยในการปฏิบัติหน้าที่ด้วยแนวทางการสืบสวนขณะนี้มีความคืบหน้าพอสมควรนะคะแต่เจ้าหน้าที่เขาขอเวลาทำงานหน่อยแล้วก็สั่งการให้ดูแลสวัสดิการสิทธิประโยชน์ต่างๆให้กับครอบครัวของตำรวจที่เสียชีวิตอย่างเต็มที่ด้วยค่ะ
เราไปดูความคืบหน้าเรื่องใหญ่กันบ้างนะครับตั้งแต่ปลายปีที่แล้วก็คือกรณีอดีตรองนายกชื่อย่อยอยักษ์ไปมีความสัมพันธ์เชิงชู้สาวกับภรรยาของลูกความของทนายตั้มและทนายตั้มเขาออกมาแฉนะครับและอ้างว่าเขาเนี่ยไม่ได้ไปรู้หรอกว่าเขามีสามีแล้วตัวเขาเนี่ยโดนหลอกตบทรัพย์ด้วยซ้ำสูญเงินค่าสินสอดไป20 กว่าล้านแล้วก็มีการแจ้งความกลับเรื่องนี้ครับวันนี้ทนายตั้มออกมาให้ข้อมูลเพิ่มเติมนะครับเพราะว่าทนายตั้มเขาบอกเขาก็แจ้งความกลับข้อหาแจ้งความเท็จไปด้วยล่าสุดบอกว่าตำรวจออกหมายเรียกอดีตรองนายกคนนี้ให้มารับทราบข้อกล่าวหาแล้วคือต้องบอกก่อนว่าคดีนี้เนี่ยเรื่องนี้เนี่ยมันมีหลายส่วนแรกทางฝั่งลูกความที่เป็นสามีนะฟ้องแพ่งเรื่องที่ว่าไปมีชู้พูดง่ายๆแต่ปลายเป็นว่าอดีตรองนายกคนนี้ฟ้องกลับฟ้องทั้งผู้ชายผู้หญิงแล้วก็ครอบครัวว่าเฮ้ยผมไม่รู้หรอกว่าคุณเนี่ยแต่งงานแล้ว พวกคุณมาลุมหลอกผม หลอกให้ผมรักหลอกให้ผมหลง
ค่ะ
ให้ผมจ่ายเงินค่าสินสอดและตบทรัพย์ อันนี้2แล้วนะ3ก็คือทนายตั้มบอกว่าอ้าวคุณแจ้งความเรื่องเกี่ยวกับการฉ้อโกงแบบนี้ ผมก็แจ้งความคุณกลับ เพราะว่านี่คือการแจ้งความเท็จเท่ากับว่ามันมี3ขยัก3ขย่อนวันนี้ทนายตั้มสิทธาเบี้ยบังเกิดให้สัมภาษณ์ PPTV เรื่องความคืบหน้าบอกว่าการดำเนินการฟ้องหย่าเรียกค่าทดแทนจากชายชู้ก็คือทางแพ่งก็ยื่นไปตั้งแต่23ธันวาคมแล้วศาลเยาวชนครอบครัวกลางกำหนดนัด21มีนาคมอันนี้ว่ากันส่วนประเด็นที่อดีตรองนายกฟ้องร้องดำเนินคดีกลับเรื่องฉ้อโกงก็มีการฟ้องทั้งลูกความทนายตั้มที่เป็นสามีแล้วก็มีภรรยาแล้วก็พ่อแม่ของฝ่ายหญิงรวมทั้งหมดเป็น4คนเรื่องฉ้อโกงก็แจ้งความดำเนินคดี
Okay, in Thai? Yes, in Thai, please. Okay, hello, Thai, please. ถึงพวกเรากันไหมคะเนี่ยคิดถึงหรือเปล่านะคิดถึง ปีกว่าๆเลยไหมอ่ะใช่ไหมยอมรับว่าวันนี้ตื่นเต้นมากๆ ตื่นเต้นมากๆแล้วก็รู้สึกดีใจมากที่วันนี้ทุกคนแบบมาเชียร์มาให้กำลังใจพวกเราเยอะมากๆเลยแล้วก็สำหรับคนที่อยู่ไกลๆนะคะวันนี้พวกเราจะพยายามส่ง energy ส่งพลังไปให้ถึงทุกคนอย่างแบบสุดๆเลย so let's have fun together okay Thai Blinks are you ready It's really hot in here but yeah สนุกกันไหมเอ่ยไม่ได้ยินเสียงเลยค่ะสนุกกันไหมคะ Okay I want to say hi to the standing สวัสดีพี่ๆที่ยืนอยู่นะคะ ทุกคนโอเคไหมคะไหวไหมอ่ะไหวไหม Are you guys okay No pushing okay ไม่ขังกันไม่ดันกันนะคะ ให้มี space ระหว่างกันจะได้แบบว่าสนุกไปกันแบบไม่ต้องกังวลอะไรโอเคไหมยุโรปกันมาแล้วที่นั่นหนาวมากๆแล้วพอมาประเทศไทย มันร้อนมากเจลลี่ก็บอกว่ากำลังปรับตัวอยู่ค่ะรออีกแป๊บนึงไม่เป็นไรนะคะไม่เป็นไรโอ้โหเขาบอกว่าไฟของบลิงเนี่ยมันร้อนจนแบบทำให้เขาร้อนแบบบลิงค่ะถึงมากๆเลยค่ะคิดถึงมากๆเลยค่ะลิงคิดถึงโรเซ่ไหมคะค่ะขอบคุณค่ะรักมากจุ๊บOkay now I think we've said everything we wanted to say Lisa do you want to introduce our band to everyone Okay yeah sorry หนูอยากให้ทุกคนได้รู้จักกับแบรนด์ของพวกหนูนะคะเขาเป็นแบรนด์ที่เก่งมากๆแล้วก็อยู่กับพวกหนูมาตั้งแต่แบบ day one เลยโอเค let's say hi to our band today we have Yang on the keyboard say hi and we have Chop on the guitar. Hi, Chop. And we have Oma on bass. And Benny on the drum. And we have Brandon on percussion. And on that note, we're going to sing our next song. It is called Telly. Let's go, Bangkok. How do you feel, Rosie? I am absolutely shocked by the amount of energy that Bangkok has today. Jisoo, are you okay? You're not hot anymore? You're not hot okay? Janor.
아까 널 때려서 계속 왜 맞았지 생각하고 있었어.
เมื่อกี้ที่จีซูเอาหมัดมาโดนหน้าหนูปักมาโดนโอเค
셧다운 때 이렇게 하다 그다음에
Oh
왜 맞았지?
Jisoo trying to shut me down
못한데 셧다운.
It's okay ไม่เป็นไรค่ะไม่เจ็บค่ะ My hair Yes Really So like So
오늘 더워서 다 머리를 묶은 얘기를 해줘.
ประเทศไทยร้อนมาก
จังหวัดอุดรนะครับเมื่อวันที่27ธันวาที่ผ่านมานะครับก็วิ่งไปซื้อมาเนี่ยทั้งหมด20แผ่นนะครับจากบ้านที่อยู่ฉะเชิงเทรานะครับวิ่งไปพักที่ชัยภูมิคืนนึงนะครับแล้วก็วิ่งไปที่อุดรนะครับแล้วก็วิ่งกลับมาที่พิจิตรนะครับ ระยะทางน่าจะเกือบ1,000 โลนะครับผมอยากให้ดูว่าระยะทางที่ผมไปเนี่ยกี่กิโลนะครับแล้วก็ตัวแผงนะครับแผงที่ซื้อมาเนี่ยราคาไม่แพงนะ600 บาทนะครับผมก็ถึงตัดสินใจวิ่งไปซื้อแล้วก็ไปดูจุดนะครับว่าเขามีขายจริงไหมนะครับซึ่งก็มีจริงๆแล้วก็ได้ของมาจริงๆนะครับเดี๋ยวผมจะพามาดูนะครับว่าตัวแผ่นหรือตัวแผงเนี่ยที่ผมซื้อมาเนี่ยเป็นยังไงนะครับผมขออนุญาตสลับหน้ากล้องก่อนนะครับครับอันนี้ก็เป็นตัวแผงนะครับแผง230 วัตต์นะครับทั้งหมด20 แผ่นนะครับแล้วก็มีแถมมาอีกแผงนึงนะครับเป็นแผงอะมอร์ฟัสนะครับซึ่งอันนี้เป็นแผ่นที่เขาแถมมานะครับแผงนะที่ผมวิ่งไปซื้อมานะครับกองอยู่ตรงนี้นะครับ20 แผ่นแล้วก็เอาไปใช้เมื่อวานแผ่นนึงนะครับก็แผ่นละ600 บาทก็ไม่ได้แพงมากนะครับก็เดี๋ยวพามาดูนะครับตัวแผงนะครับสภาพแผงนะครับก็ค่อนข้างที่จะดีนะครับแล้วก็มีไฟออกนะครับซึ่งเมื่อวานก็มีการต่อสายแล้วก็เอาไปใช้งานจริง1 ตัวนะครับสภาพแผงก็ค่อนข้างที่จะใช้ได้นะครับลักษณะของผ่านการใช้งานมานะครับก็ไม่ได้มีปัญหาอะไรนะก็แผ่นไม่ได้เสียนะแต่ใช้ได้นะครับแล้วก็สายนะครับตัวสายหลังแผ่นนะครับจะเป็นตัวนี้นะครับสายจะถูกตัดนะเพราะว่าการรื้อฟาร์มเนี่ยมันทำด้วยความเร่งรีบนะครับทางช่างหรือผู้รื้อถอนเนี่ยก็ทำการตัดสายแล้วก็เก็บแล้วก็มากองแล้วมาขายนะครับอันนี้เป็นยี่ห้อนะครับเป็นยี่ห้อยูนานนะครับเทียด้านะครับก็สเปคแผงนะครับอยู่ที่230 วัตต์นะครับแล้วก็โวลต์ลอยเนี่ยตัวนี้เนมเพจบอกว่า37 โวลต์นะเมื่อวานผมวัดได้อยู่ที่34แล้วก็วิ่งไปถึง36นะครับแล้วก็กระแสแอมป์ตัวนี้สเปคมันอยู่ที่ISC ตรงไหนเอ่ย ISC ตรงนี้นะครับ 8.4 แอมป์นะครับแต่ว่าเมื่อวานผมวัดได้ประมาณ 6-7 แอมป์แล้วก็ตามสภาพของมือ2นะครับก็ใช้ได้นะครับเพราะว่าผมใช้ต่อกับปั๊มแล้วก็ใช้ขนานกัน2 ตัวนะครับก็ไม่ได้มีปัญหาใช้ได้นะครับแล้วก็ตัวกล่องตรงนี้นะครับเดี๋ยวผมจะทำคลิปอีกคลิปนึงนะครับสำหรับทำการแกะกล่องก็ต่อสายนะซึ่งตัวนี้ก็จะใช้ประแจเบอร์น่าจะ14นะครับในการขันออกจะอธิบายแล้วก็บอกขั้นตอนในการแกะกล่องนะครับเดี๋ยวก็มาดูติดตามกันดูอีกทีนึงนะครับก็แผงที่ซื้อมานะครับ20 แผ่นอยู่ตรงนี้นะครับก็ขายราคาแบ่งปันให้เฉพาะคุ้มบริเวณแถวบ้านนะครับก็ไม่ได้มีบริการขายและส่งข้างนอกนะครับเพราะว่าลำบากเรื่องของการขนส่งนะครับก็ขายให้ญาติพี่น้องกันอยู่แถวนี้นะครับแผ่นละ 1,000 บาทนะครับก็คิดราคาค่าน้ำมันที่วิ่งไปด้วยนะครับเพราะว่ามันก็ต้องใช้เงินนะครับลงทุนนะครับค่าน้ำมันอะไรต่างๆก็ดีนะครับส่วนเจ้าแผงตัวแถมนะเป็นแผงตัวนี้นะครับเดี๋ยวให้ดูหลังแผงก่อนนะเดี๋ยวพาไปดูข้างหน้าอีกทีนึงนะครับเป็นแผ่นอะมอร์ฟัสนะครับแล้วก็โวลต์อยู่ที่125 โวลต์นะครับแอมป์อยู่ที่1.34 แอมป์นะครับตัวนี้แต่ผมยังไม่ได้วัดไฟนะครับตอนมันเป็นแผ่นกระจกนะครับเป็นแผ่นอะมอร์ฟัสหรือเปล่าไม่แน่ใจนะครับก็แผ่นกระจกบางนะครับตัวนี้บางมากเลยนะครับแต่น้ำหนักไม่น้อยนะครับ20-30 กิโลได้นะครับตัวนี้ตัวเซลล์ของแผ่นจะแตกต่างกับตัวโซลาร์เซลล์หรือโซลาร์พาเนลทั่วไปนะครับซึ่งพวกนั้นเป็นโพลีนะครับตัวแผงจะมีเซลล์ที่แตกต่างครับตัวนี้ผมไม่แน่ใจว่าเทคโนโลยีเป็นยังไงนะครับก็เดี๋ยวจะหาข้อมูลมาเพิ่มเติมนะครับแล้วก็แผ่นตัวนี้ที่แถมมาเนี่ยก็ไม่รู้ว่าจะใช้ทำอะไรนะเดี๋ยวคิดดูก่อนว่าเราจะเอาไปใช้งานกับงานประเภทไหนเพราะว่าโวลต์มันสูงนะ100 โวลต์นะครับกระแสอยู่ที่1 แอมป์นะก็เป็นแผ่นน่าจะ125 วัตต์นะครับส่วนแผงโพลีพวกนี้นะครับเป็นแผ่น230 วัตต์นะครับแต่ว่าโวลต์มันจะโวลต์ไม่สูงนะเราต่อตรงกับอุปกรณ์เครื่องใช้ที่เป็น24 โวลต์กระแสตรงได้เลยนะครับตัวนี้ก็เอามาให้ดูกันประมาณนี้นะครับเพราะว่าหาค่อนข้างยากนะครับราคาที่มันไม่แพงมากครับแล้วก็มันอยู่ค่อนข้างไกลด้วยนะครับก็คำนวณดูดีๆเรื่องของน้ำมันแล้วก็การลงทุนวิ่งไปซื้อมานะครับก็เอามารีวิวแล้วมาให้ดูกันประมาณนี้นะครับสำหรับใครที่ชื่นชอบนะครับก็อย่าลืมกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามที่ช่องปอตีธรรมเกษตรนะครับเรื่องของเทคโนโลยีโซลาร์เซลล์การสูบน้ำเพื่อการเกษตรนะครับระบบควบคุมปั๊มน้ำอัตโนมัติก็อย่าลืมติดตามที่ช่องนะครับวันนี้ก็ขอบคุณแล้วก็สวัสดีครับ
ครับผมสวัสดีครับวันนี้นะครับเราก็อยู่กับร้านชุมแพโซลาเซลล์นะครับวันนี้นะครับเราอยู่กับชุดโซลาบ็อกนะครับผมซึ่งเป็นชุดนอนนานะครับตัวนี้เป็นชุดใหญ่นะครับผมจะมีแผงโซลาเซลล์นะครับโพลี
Hey everybody, welcome to Shooting Gear Reviews, straight up guns and gear reviews. Today we are checking out some air guns that are more powerful than a 9mm. Right now what I've got in my hands is an AEA HP Max 45 caliber air gun. This is almost more like a pistol, especially when you fold the stock. That's why I call this thing the freaking hand cannon right here. So what are we going to do? How are we going to demonstrate this power? Well, you see behind me right here, we've got some cinder block action. So we're going to start actually with just a 22, shooting a 40 grain snub nose at about 1,200 feet a second. We're going to step it up from there to a 9mm, shooting 115 grain at a little over 1,100 feet a second. And then we are going to cap it off with the 45 cal. And maybe, I don't know guys, stay tuned to the end of the video. Maybe we'll have something even more powerful, more impressive to cap the video off with for some icing on the cake there at the end. So here it is guys, air guns more powerful than powder burners, air guns more powerful than a 9mm. Alright, so that's what one shot of 22 long rifle will do to a cinder block. I've got 9 more in here, so that's not enough for me. Definitely, obviously not enough to destroy the block, but let's see if 9 more will do it. All right, well, 10 shots of 22 start to do something to a cinder block. We made a couple all the way through and start to almost get through the backside. Nice size hole in the front and really some pretty considerable damage. So, but I mean, that's 10 rapid fire shots. Let's get another fresh brick out here. Set this one off to the side and let's see what a 9mm will do. This is just a standard 9mm like most people would carry for personal defense. Today I'm running some regular practice ammo in it because I figured the self-defense ammo would spread out too much. This round nose practice ammo is probably going to put a better dent in that brick. Let's see if it does. All right, so found the bullet, went right through. This cinder block didn't stand up on the first side to one shot of the 9mm. Went all the way through, but didn't even leave a dent in the backside. Just bounced off and landed out on the ground over there. So, I mean, I wouldn't really call that too much damage to the brick, would you? No. All right, so here we are, 19 shots in with a 9mm on a cinder block, and you can see it pretty much came apart. So as with our 22 cinder block, there was a little bit left. That one is pretty much just dust here, rubble in the shooting area. Let's get another block. And now it's time to up the power by going to an air gun. This is going to be cool, guys. Check this out. There's the air gun. There's the big old nasty slug I'm shooting out of it. Let's see what it does to the cinder block, eh? Out of it. Let's see what it does to the cinder block, eh? Right. Well, there you go. 2 shots will crumble a brick with this guy right here. There you go, guys. 2 shots with a 45 cal AEA pushing about 300 foot-pounds. Now, that's 100 foot-pounds more than your average 9mm, so definitely this is more powerful than your 9mm handgun for sure. But I have a feeling we can get even more powerful than that, and I think that you guys would probably like to see that. So let's do that next. All right, getting another cinder block for this bad boy right here, the AEA Zeus 72 cal monster. With that 45 cal, I know that we're not maybe too much larger than a 9mm, and this is obviously quite a bit larger than a 9mm, but it's also quite a bit more powerful. It's quite a bit more powerful than a lot of firearms, actually, than a lot of your guns out there. It's got more power. It's 72 cal. We're gonna explode this cinder block. Watch this, you guys. Action. All right, there is the 72 cal. All right. Oh, yeah. 1 shot. Well, there you go. There's an air gun right there. That's way, way, way more powerful than a 9mm. Smokes your 9mm. It's just the follow-up shots that are a little bit less enchanting. But hey, that first brick exploding shot, man, that's money right there. So I don't know, what would you guys rather grab when you're trying to face off some zombies?
For competition, they're a little bit top heavy. There's all these things that can be improved on, and this gun is really, the goal of it's to address a lot of those, not issues, but to just fine tune in a way that makes him suitable for those disciplines. So just a basic example, the balance. Look at this. With all these weights on here, I can get this thing, I can plonk this on a barricade, on a bag. It'll balance really well, and the height right here, you can fit through small gaps. So as far as precision rifle shooting goes, it's pretty much built for that. But we're going to go through some of the features, maybe starting at the back, ending in the front, and I'll tell you from my perspective, having scrutinized this thing over the last 3 days, what I'm really excited about when it comes to shooting with this thing. So I guess starting at the back here, we have a obviously a rubber butt pad. It is adjustable. You can move it up and down, and then you've got two little screws over here that you can loosen to change your length of pull, and you can even change the angle of this butt pad too. And I assume that there will be lots of aftermarket parts for this quite soon, but this is pretty good as a factory option. Moving slightly forward, we've got a bit of a dovetail rail over here. There will be a bag rider that you can get for this, and that will come down here and allow you to, when you're lying prone shooting off a bag, get that good connection with the bag and get that perfect forward and backward movement, which is obviously very helpful. And once again, because it's so easy to attach and disconnect that, I expect that there will be plenty of aftermarket options. Slightly forward again, 300cc bottle. It sounds like very little, and it isn't much. However, this gun, think about the discipline it's created for. You have 10 shots in a stage. You've got to make those 10 shots count. This will give you more than 10 shots at very high power, and that's really all you need to make it count, and you just fill up between stages, just like you'd reload a magazine with your rimfire between stages. There is a fill point right over here if you want to use this, and there's also an option to have it over here, and whichever one you don't use, you can just plug up with this plug. So that's really up to you. It's also nice for, if you're shooting tethered, want to shoot a bench race match with this. Some bench race matches allow for tethering. Just plug it in here or plug it in here. You've got those options, and you can just keep going. So that's awesome. Obviously, the air comes through the bottle, through here, and into the valve area. And that's one of the big improvements with this gun, is that the actual valving is so extremely efficient. We'll talk about the numbers a little bit later, but the way that this whole thing is designed is a big step forward in technology, basically from anything else that's out there right now. Cheek piece is not only adjustable up and down, but it can actually be switched from left-handed to right-handed. And this particular cheek piece, they're using a new material on this. It's kind of a textured, stippled cheek piece. It just feels so much nicer on your cheek, especially for people who don't have caveman beard like me. But obviously getting that cheek weld perfect for your scope is really important when it comes to any sort of precision shooting. Moving slightly forward once again, you can see that this does connect to this block. This forend also connects, which means that this block is actually quite modular. So once again, aftermarket parts, there will be options, but the point of having it relatively modular and easy to put together is that there may be other versions of this gun coming in the future, but obviously for the precision rifle, that's the one I'm focusing on today. Vertical grip will be coming as standard. It may not be this exact ergo grip, but FX will have a vertical grip as standard. That's kind of the way that everyone's doing things now with these precision rifle setups, so I'm really liking that. It also means there's plenty of space here between the bottle for your hand to fit in. So that's really nice. And then obviously your trigger, the trigger blade on this, I think it uses the same trigger group as the crown, and the trigger blade can be moved forward and backwards and obviously adjusted, so that if you've got a firearm that you shoot PRS matches with, this gun can be set up as a trainer rifle. You can make it feel the same as your other rifle, add weights to make it the same weight and balance as whatever other rifle you're competing in matches with. And you can set the trigger blade to be the exact distance as your other triggers, the exact movement from first to second stage, exact pull weight, and just try and replicate that to get a smooth transition from whatever you're shooting here to whatever you're shooting there, which is pretty awesome. The cocking lever is something I really like, basically because it feels the same as the impact. And as you know, I've been shooting NRL matches with my impact and really enjoying it. And what I like about the impact is I can do this. If I've got multiple shots from one position, I can keep my eye on target and I can just move my hand. Don't have to change my grip on the main grip, and it's that simple movement with the tips of my fingers. The valving in this block has been completely redesigned from scratch. Obviously, something to consider was power, but valving in air rifles is something that's still continually improving. And valving is really important because with the rimfire or centerfire, it's easy. You've got that powder burning directly behind the bullet. It's only got one way to go, and that is out, directly behind the bullet. So it's quite easy to get efficiency from that expanding gas behind that bullet. The gas doesn't have anywhere else to go. In an air gun, when that hammer hits the valve and the valve opens, that air has to get through a transfer port behind your projectile. And the way that it's been done on this gun is genius. The whole valve has been redesigned to allow air to be released very quickly. It allows you to get that acceleration to the point where you can get the same speed out of a shorter barrel. And from an airflow perspective, you're not losing energy for the air having to come through these 90-degree corners and through these transfer ports. The valve is actually entering right behind the chamber where your slug sits at an angle. So it's not having to come through this 90-degree or U-turn to get behind the projectile and shoot out. It's right there. And that comes from your plenum basically being right here at the projectile. It's not sitting underneath it where it has to come in a U shape. It's right in front of it. So it literally just lets it through at a slant, and the efficiency is out of this world. We were shooting over the chronograph yesterday afternoon. And then, of course, what happens in front of your block is where most of the issues have actually been with PCP air guns and NRL shooting, because the whole balance of the gun is really important. You need a modular chassis system like you get with, let's say, an MDT chassis on your centerfire or rimfire rifle, to add weights, to add an arca rail at the bottom where you can put accessories, you can put a Picatinny rail, all that stuff. This gun has that. So what they've done here is they've put a barricade stop against the block, and directly above the barricade stock, they've put a rail running all the way underneath the cylinder. Now what this barricade stop does is it also braces this rail against the block to keep it extremely rigid. So this is a solid piece. You've got an arca rail running all the way from the back to the front, which means that you can add accessories like bar pods. This is an Accutac bar pod with the arca rail. The one I've got on here is an Atlas bar pod, and I've fitted a Area 419 arca rail straight onto top of the Atlas. I can slide this anywhere I want on this arca rail. I can have it in the front, I can have it in the back. The arca rail, obviously, if you want to put basically any tripod, put it down, you want to hunt with this gun, or you want to sit and just work on your gun, put the tripod out, you can clamp your tripod anywhere on this arca rail and just have it balancing right there, set it where you want it. So that's obviously very nice. And there's all these aftermarket attachments for precision rifle, like a base plate that you can shift up and down to your point of balance that's a bit wider for balancing nicely on a bag. That's right there. At the bottom also, you've got a bunch of M-lock slots. These M-lock slots allow you to fit Picatinny rails. So if you've got a bar pod that has a Picatinny rail instead of an arca rail, you can put your pick rail anywhere along here, basically, put your bar pod straight on, and that'll work very well. And then you've got M-lock all the way along the side as well. So on this gun, I've added a bunch of weights to get my point of balance right over here. So I can put this straight down on a bag. I hardly have to touch it. I can get on target and just touch my trigger, and the gun will recoil very nicely. And that extra weight is obviously what you want for competitions. So that's what all these M-lock slots are for. And then in the front, we've got this bridge over the top.
ตีเฟซลูกเบอร์ 2เป็นปั๊มลมด้วยมือมีที่เก็บเสียง
ได้รับ
สวัสดีครับพบกับผมอธิคมการ์เด้นโฮมสตูดิโอนะครับก็ห่างหายไปนานนะครับก็ไม่
Hey everybody, welcome to Shooting Gear Reviews, straight up guns and gear reviews.
Everybody, I hope you're all doing good. Today we got another gun. The person on eBay had actually watched my review and so like they knew me. So I'm guessing that he must have called the pellet shop for a magazine replacement. So what does Ben do? He knows that's the gun that he sent to me, so he just replaces it. He sends the guy a whole new gun. So this guy is awesome. But you guys, I've literally heard hundreds of stories of people that were super happy with the pellet shop. They're a dealer that's going to stand behind everything they sell. So I'm telling you, if you buy an AEA from the pellet shop, they'll be there for you in the odd case that you need an O-ring or anything really. And so definitely, if you guys want to get an AEA, you can get them at Utah Air Guns or the pellet shop. Although as far as I know, Utah Air Guns is not going to send you a delicious snack with your order. So that's one thing you may want to consider. So today we're checking out the HP Series SS Max bolt action pistol. And I've heard great things about this gun. It comes in 3.5 and 30 caliber. The 3.57 is supposed to be very accurate. There's people that shoot this at 100 yards. So we'll see what happens. One thing I can tell you about the AEAs is that the semi-autos are good. They're accurate for a semi-auto and they function well. But the AEA bolt action are super accurate. The way I found that out is the Challenger bullpup. I shot that thing and it was going pellet on pellet. So a longer barrel does not necessarily mean better accuracy. A longer barrel is mainly just to accelerate your pellet more. So just because this has a short barrel doesn't mean it can't be accurate at long distances. So we'll get to the shooting in a second here. Let's just go over some hardcore stats real quick. It's got a barrel length of 13 inches. It weighs 4.8 pounds. 31-inch overall length. It's got a folding buttstock, so when you fold it, it's only 20 inches long. It has an aluminum shroud with no baffles in it. You can get an adapter from Donnie FL. I'm actually going to throw my Emperor on here. It's going to look awesome. The air tube capacity is 300 cc's. It's got a 4,500 psi fill or 300 bar. It says the 30 caliber is going to sling 50 grain pellets at 990 feet per second. Now, you guys, I can tell you, AEA has no problem making powerful guns. And when you guys see the Challenger Pro, let's just put it this way. I'm getting a 22, and if I don't turn it down, it's going to be shooting my 22 caliber ammo at 1,500 feet per second. Okay. So anyway, on with this one, though. In 3.57, you're going to be shooting a 79 grain projectile at 895 feet per second. Now, both of these say with included power washers, so I may have to like pop out a screw and throw in some washers and pop it back in. But anyway, it looks like the 30 caliber muzzle energy is 110 foot-pounds, with a 35 caliber being at 150 foot-pounds. Shots per fill in 30 caliber, you're going to get 13 plus good shots. And in 35 caliber, you're looking at 10 plus good shots. 11 millimeter dovetail scope mount. And that's it, you guys. Now let's shoot this bad boy. Another thing about the pellet shop is you can pre-order your FX rifle there. Or I can see right now they got the Maverick VP in stock, only $14.49. That's a great deal for a rifle. And they got the Impact M3 in stock, the Maverick Compact carbon fiber bottle, and anything else you want, you just order it and they'll get it in and send it to you. Any of you guys who don't know, when you get a firearm or an air gun, there's going to be this like really junky stuff in the barrel, so you need to clean that out before you shoot it, or else it will affect your accuracy. The best thing to use for cleaning air guns is ballistol, and you also want to use a flexible cleaning rod so you don't screw up the threads on the end of your barrel. This loads like a Marauder magazine. You just use the clear plexiglass cover to spin the wheel inside. Once your wheel is wound up, you'll take a pellet and put it in backwards in the rear of the mag, and that's going to hold your wheel. Then you can go around and fill in all the other pellet slots. When you're ready to put it in the gun, you need to pull the bolt back. And this little notch right here is going to be going forward, and that's going to slide right over the end of the barrel. Slide that in there, and you do have to pull back on the bolt just a little bit because the last part of the action right there is spring loaded. Put your bolt forward, lock it down, and you're ready to rock and roll. Oh sweet, I want a Donny FL adapter. Perfect, because I need one. So right here, so this little end piece comes out, that's your shroud end cap right there, and you just replace it with this bad boy. This has a thread protector on it, so underneath here are the threads for your moderator. This fits a Donny FL Emperor. There you go. That goes right on like that, and if you still want to be loud, just go like that. By the way, that's called the War Eagle Mills slot machine from 1930, so he's going to get stripped down and repainted. They have these at the pellet shop, but this right here is called the Donny FL Emperor. And I bought mine in 457 because it still works fine on 3.5, which we got right here. You can also find all kinds of adapters for any gun, really, as well as lots of LDCs over at DonnyFL.com. This gun is so bad looking once you get that Emperor on there. And the only thing more badass is when you get the scope on there. So this is silenced 9mm, shipped to my front door. We'll see how it shoots. All right, a little something I learned about the AEAs. There we go. If you want to shoot at the same spot every time, you just be in that dark green zone. So although I can fill it into the yellow and be at 300 bar, I just like to shoot these at 250 bar. So I'll be shooting between 250 and 150. And if this is anything like my other AEAs, it should be hitting the same spot. All right, we're set up at a very special 34 yards away. Close enough. What's great though is you got a short barrel. You could put this 12-inch can on here, and probably like 10 inches, and you still have a short gun. So we got a fully suppressed 9mm right here, and the barrel's not even long, so that's awesome. Here's my ammo selections. So we're definitely going to be shooting the 81.2 grain 3.5 caliber JSB. They only make one weight. And then here we got some poly mags. I don't know how they'll do, but it's going to be fun. Right here is actually a Benjamin Destroyer that I shot out of my Bulldog years ago. Right here we got 95 grain, 105 grain, and these are 115 grain with a couple mixtures in there. I got these two Grizzlies right here. These are both 5.3 grams, but one has a deeper cup than the other one. Right there you can see, but these two right here are what you're looking at. And right there we got the poly mag next to the JSB. I'm guessing, you guys, that everything but these is going to shoot not as good. Maybe these two might shoot good. I don't expect these to shoot that great, but I'm going to try it and we'll see. Right here, though, here's the first few shots right out of the box. For some accuracy testing, we're using the JSB 81 grain. By the way, these slugs right here are Air Venturi slugs. And I got them years ago with a gun I bought. Here's one of those Benjamin Destroyer, or Benjamin, I think they're called Nozzlers, but they're literally like $1.50 per shot. So it's like 25 bucks for 20 shots. All right, brand new 10 of the 81 grain JSBs that have been sitting in my closet for like 6 years. Wow, pretty good. So we do a one-shot sight-in. I'm going to go on a big bullseye. This is going to be an easy video. Well, we may be sighted in. Same hole in it. Wow. Okay, let me just sight down to there and we'll keep going for a little bit here. Alright, let's see, we're in the black now. Pretty close. That's me. Like I have to get used to shooting this thing. Look at that, you guys. Is that accuracy with a 357? Dang. Doing my part. If I could do one more without screwing it up. Let's see. Yep, I'm calling that. That is beautiful. Alright, so this thing's mopping up bullseyes at 35 yards. Case closed. Right here we're taking out some unlucky targets. And we're still at 35 yards. This will give you a little idea of the power of the 357 pellet. It destroys everything it hits. Oh. That was crazy. This can is like messed up. So I went through the front there and did this to it. Okay, that's what happens with the 357, I'm telling you. Major trauma. All right, you guys, let's pick off Sasquatch. He's really far out there, probably like 65 yards. I'm gonna aim high. We nailed him straight on.
นะยืนยันว่าไม่ได้เกี่ยวข้องกับผลประโยชน์หรือว่าจะไปรีดทรัพย์ใคร
ค่ะ
แล้วก็มาชี้แจงเรื่องสามีด้วยเพราะคนไปกล่าวหาสามีคุณดิวก็คือคุณเซบาสเตียนเนี่ยว่าอ๋อเพราะว่าสามีเนี่ยทำเว็บพนันด้วยเปล่า
คือทำธุรกิจคล้ายๆกันกลุ่มเดียวกันหรือเปล่าแล้วไปขัดผลประโยชน์กันหรือเปล่า
เนี่ยแล้วไปกล่าวหาแรงมากไปกล่าวหาว่าเขาทำเว็บพนันเนี่ยคุณดิวเขาเลยต้องออกมาชี้แจงแล้วก็ได้บอกได้ว่าสามีเนี่ยจริงๆเขาก็มีธุรกิจของเขาอยู่แล้วก็พูดถึงคลิปหลุดภาพหลุดในโลกโซเชียลว่ามีรถตำรวจนำขบวนอะไรก็แล้วแต่วันนี้ชี้แจงเยอะเอาเราพาไปดูประเด็นแรกก่อนครับประเด็นแรกเป็นแชทฮะที่คุณดิวเขาส่งต่อให้สื่อเธอบอกว่านี่คือหลักฐานที่ยืนยันได้ว่าเธอไม่ได้ออกมาแฉเว็บพนันมาเก๊า888เพราะอยากได้เงินของคู่กรณีคือในแชทเนี่ยจะเห็นว่าดิวเขาคุยกับคนคนหนึ่งเป็นคนที่เบนซ์เดมอนหรือชัยวัฒน์ขจรบุญถาวรเขาฝากให้มาคุยกับดิว
คือเบนซ์ไม่ได้คุยเองใช่ไหม
เบนซ์ไม่ได้คุยเองแต่เป็นคนรู้จักของเบนซ์ที่รู้จักดิวด้วยว่าให้เอายังไงดิวถึงจะพอจบเรื่องนี้สักทีเลิกแฉเขาบอกว่าคุยกัน16มกราคมตี2ก็คือหลังจากแฉแค่วันเดียวครับแชทนี้คู่สนทนาเขาพิมพ์มาว่าพี่เบนซ์เขาถามว่าต้องทำยังไงเรื่องพวกนี้ถึงจบจะให้ไปขอโทษหรือจะให้ทำอะไรบอกมาได้ไหมสงสารพวกเด็กๆเถอะดิวก็เคยรู้จักกันมันต้องมีเวลาดีๆความทรงจำกันบ้างนะให้ทำยังไงกันดีบอกมาแล้วกันดิวก็ตอบกลับไปดิวมีแผลในใจดิวและดิวก็มีคำถามว่าเทาขนาดเนี้ยทำไมถึงกล้าอวดกล้าทำอะไรหลายอย่างหรืออะไรไม่ดีกับคนอื่นทั้งที่หลังตัวเองเวอะตัวบิ๊กเองก็พูดเสมอเชื่อเฮียว่าเฮียไม่ทำร้ายใครก็พวกเดียวกันเหมือนกันทั้งบ้านจากนั้นก็คุยโต้ตอบกันไปมาครับคู่สนทนาบอกว่านี่ถึงขั้นอยากให้โดนจับเลยเหรอดิวก็ถามกลับว่าคิดว่าณจุดเนี้ยคิดว่าดิวทำเพราะอารมณ์เหรอค่ะรวมถึงบอกด้วยว่าเนี่ยเหมือนคล้ายๆกับว่าเขาพยายามบอกว่าทำไมดิวแรงจังถึงขั้นให้โดนจับเลยเหรอดิวก็บอกว่ามันมีแรงกว่านี้อีกนะอีกหน้าแชทฮะคู่สนทนาบอกว่าเพื่อดิวมีอะไรบอกต่อเพื่อที่จะทำให้จบได้ก็ให้บอกมาดิวตอบกลับฝากบอกเขาก็หมายถึงเบนซ์เดมอนว่าให้คิดบวกว่าดิวช่วยโปรโมทเว็บให้ไม่ต้องยิงแอดก็เหมือนยิงมุกกลับไปก่อนจบหน้าแชทคู่สนทนาบอกว่า ถ้าดิวอยากให้พวกนั้นทำอะไรก็บอกพี่แล้วกันนะให้ขอโทษให้เข้าไปด้วยตัวเองหรือเรื่องอื่นๆบอกนะคือหลักฐานทั้งหมดนี้ที่ดิวเขาแคปและส่งให้สื่อหลายๆเจ้าเนี่ยเพื่อต้องการจะยืนยันว่าถ้าเธอจะเรียกเงินก็เรียกในแชทไปแล้ว
ค่ะ
ถูกไหม
ไม่ต้องมารอให้ถึงตรงนี้หรอก
ครับเนี่ยเพราะเขาเสนอมาแล้วไงอยากได้อะไรบอกนะเรื่องจะได้จบเนี่ยก็คือการแสดงความบริสุทธิ์ใจเพราะไม่อย่างนั้นก็คงบอกไปแล้วนอกจากนี้ฮะวันนี้ดิวยังพูดถึงเรื่องเขาเรียกว่าปมในการที่จะออกมาแฉเรื่องนี้อย่างที่บอกเธอบอกว่าเธอเคยโดนทำร้ายร่างกาย
โอ้คืออันนี้เป็นสิ่งที่คนตกใจกันมากเลยนะเพราะก็ไม่ทราบมาก่อนเหมือนกันว่าช่วงที่คุณดิวคบกับคุณเบนซ์เดมอนมันมีเรื่องการทำร้ายร่างกายเกิดขึ้นด้วย
บอกว่าคบกันปีถึงเกือบ2 ปีเนี่ยโดนทำร้ายตลอดแล้วผมเห็นภาพชัดๆแล้ว
ค่ะ
บางภาพเนี่ยมันเหมือนโดนบีบคอฮะเพราะมันมีรอยเล็บจิกอยู่ที่คอคุณดิว
มีรอยช้ำๆสีม่วงๆอ่ะ
ใช่ครับมีแผลที่หน้าที่หัวเนี่ยดิวเขาบอกเขาอยากลืมเรื่องนี้นะแต่ว่าเวลาเธอทาครีมที่หน้าเวลาอาบน้ำมันเห็นแผลไงฮะแล้วมันเห็นใกล้
แสดงว่ามีแผลเป็นนะ
ใช่ถ้าอย่างเงี้ยเป็นแผลเป็นบอกเวลาเห็นมันก็นึกย้อนไปถึงเหตุการณ์นี้โดยเสมอแต่ที่หนักที่สุดเนี่ยดิวเขาบอกว่าเห็นว่าบิ๊กกิตติพงศ์ที่เป็นน้องชายเบนซ์เดมอนแต่งงานมันเป็นข่าวไงว่าเขามั่น
ค่ะ
ดิวบอกพอเห็นว่าวันมั่นปุ๊บเนี่ยมันทำให้โอ้โหไอ้เรื่องที่พยายามจะลืมแล้วเนี่ยมันพรั่งพรูออกมาเพราะวันที่ดิวเขาแฉ15 มกรา
ค่ะ
รู้สึกว่าก็เป็นวันมั่นของบิ๊กนั่นแหละ
อ๋อนี่อาจจะเป็นเหตุผลที่คุณดิวเขาเลือกแฉวันที่15 มกราคมหรือเปล่า
คือมันจะเรียกว่าเลือกก็ไม่ถูกเพราะเหมือนเห็นข่าวเขามั่นปุ๊บพิมพ์เลย
มันอารมณ์วันนั้นพอดีแล้วมันไปกระตุ้นแผลที่มันอยู่ในใจอยู่แล้ว
ใช่มันเกิดสดๆร้อนๆมานะครับช่วงที่เธอเปิดใจเรื่องนี้เธอร้องไห้เกือบตลอดเวลาเลยฮะ
ทุกวันนี้ดิวอยากจะบอกว่าดิวมีความสุขกับชีวิตดิวดีกับชีวิตครอบครัวดีเราก็ทุกอย่างที่ดิวมีดีแต่ปมนั้นที่ทุกครั้งเวลาที่ดิวส่องกระจกและดิวเห็นแผลเป็นที่หน้าดิวทุกครั้งที่เวลาทาครีมทาหน้าอาบน้ำหรือเห็นแผลตัวเองดิวบางครั้งมันก็ตีกลับขึ้นมาทำให้เรามีปมนี้ในใจมาโดยตลอด
โอ้อันนี้น่าจะเพิ่งโดนหรือเปล่าไม่รู้นั่นรอยเลือดยังอยู่เลย
ใช่คงโดนแล้วก็ถ่ายเก็บเอาไว้เป็นหลักฐานนี่ภาพนี้ที่ผมพูดถึงเห็นไหม
ที่บอกว่าน่าจะโดนบีบคอหรือเปล่า
นี่คือแผลจากการโดนบีบคอนะ
ค่ะมีรอยจ้ำๆเต็มไปหมดคือคุณดิวก็เก็บไว้เป็นหลักฐานคือประเด็นเรื่องทำลายร่างกายคุณดิวบอกว่าเดี๋ยวจะไปปรึกษาทนายดูว่าจะทำอะไรได้บ้างในทางการดำเนินคดีนะคะทีนี้อีกประเด็นหนึ่งที่สังคมก็อยากรู้เหมือนกันก็คือเรื่องสามีของคุณดิวคือคุณเซบาสเตียนลีที่ถูกพาดพิงแล้วก็เพจดังเนี่ยเขาเปิดรูปออกมาเห็นภาพเซบาสเตียนเนี่ยไปร่วมเฟรมกับคนที่เป็นคนสนิทของเจ้าเวยเจ้าเวยเนี่ยก็คือเจ้าของอาณาจักรคลิงโรมันส์ไงฮะ
แล้วมันไปประกอบกับว่าเซบาสเตียนก็โอ้โหดูรวยมากดูใช้ชีวิตอู้ฟู่คนก็ไปโยงกับเครือข่ายเจ้าเวยไง
คือเป็นนักธุรกิจแล้วโอ้โหรวยมากคนก็เลยไปโยงกันว่าไปมีเครือข่ายอะไรกับกลุ่มนี้หรือเปล่านะคุณดิวก็ยืนยันว่าสามีของเธอไม่ได้ทำธุรกิจแบบนี้ไม่ได้ไปมีส่วนเกี่ยวข้องกับกิจกรรมหรือธุรกิจอะไรที่ผิดกฎหมายเลยทั้งในอดีตหรือปัจจุบันคุณดิวยังเล่าได้ว่าสามีของเธอเนี่ยทำธุรกิจเกี่ยวกับร้านอาหารเขาทำร้านอาหารนะแล้วก็ประสบความสำเร็จไปทั่วโลกด้วย
โอ้อยากทราบเลยว่าร้านอะไรถ้าประสบความสำเร็จทั่วโลกแสดงว่าต้องเป็นเชนหรือว่าเป็นอะไรเนาะ
ก็อาจจะต้องเป็นร้านดังๆหน่อยหรือเปล่านะคะรวมถึงปี 2557 คุณดิวบอกว่าเนี่ยได้ลองลงทุนทำธุรกิจอสังหาริมทรัพย์ไปเองลองฟังช่วงนี้ดูค่ะ
เซฟไม่มีและไม่เคยทำธุรกิจหรือไม่มีส่วนเกี่ยวข้องกับกิจกรรมหรือธุรกรรมหรือธุรกิจอะไรก็ตามใดๆที่ผิดกฎหมายทั้งในอดีตและตอนนี้รวมถึงเขาจะไม่มีส่วนร่วมในธุรกิจประเภทนั้นในอนาคตด้วยดิวขอย้ำและยืนยันเรื่องนี้นะคะ
อันนี้แจ้งประเด็นเรื่องธุรกิจไม่ได้ไปยุ่งกับธุรกิจสีเทาหรือทำธุรกิจผิดกฎหมายเรื่องภาพมาเคลียร์เรื่องภาพก่อนที่สามีตัวเองเนี่ยไปถ่ายภาพร่วมเฟรมกับคนที่ถูกโยงไปถึงเจ้าเวยเจ้าของคิงโรมันคุณดิวบอกว่ามันเป็นการแค่พบกันเจอคนทั่วไปไม่ได้มีความสัมพันธ์อะไรมากไปกว่านั้นเลยก็เหมือนไปถ่ายรูปร่วมเฟรมกันเฉยๆเนี่ยลองฟังช่วงนี้ดูอีกทีค่ะ
ในหลายๆปีที่ผ่านมาที่เซฟอยู่ หรือในระยะเวลาต่างๆที่ผ่านมาที่เซฟอยู่เซฟอาจจะมีการพบปะเจอผู้คนมากมายแต่ดิวอยากย้ำสถานะของดิวกับพวกเขาและเซฟกับพวกเขาว่าพวกเราเป็นแค่คนรู้จักกันกับเขาไม่ได้มีความเกี่ยวข้องและยุ่งเกี่ยวกับธุรกิจใดๆกับใครเลยก็ตามความสัมพันธ์ของเซฟกับใครที่โดนดึงโยงลากมาทั้งหมดเป็นแค่คนที่รู้จักกัน
อันนี้ต้องให้ความเป็นธรรมอ่ะการที่มีรูปไปถ่ายรูปกับคนที่เขาไปถ่ายรูปกับอีกคนนึงมันก็ไม่ใช่ว่าจะรู้จักกันนะแบบจริงๆ
คือมันก็มีโอกาสแหละที่จะอาจจะไปเจองานไหนสักงานนึงแล้วไปถ่ายรูปร่วมกัน
ผมเนี่ยส่วนตัวนะผมยังเคยถ่ายรูปกับคนที่มีการถูกดำเนินคดีเป็นคดีดังอยู่เลย
คือเหมือนไม่ถ่ายแล้วแต่มารู้ทีหลังอย่างนี้ใช่ไหม
ใช่บางทีเราอ้าวนะไม่ได้จริงๆเราก็ไม่ได้แบบไปเกี่ยวข้องอะไรกับเขาแต่มันมีรูปถ่ายด้วยกันเท่านั้นเอง
คุณนิวก็มาแจงประเด็นนี้แล้วอีกประเด็นหนึ่งโอ้อันนี้หลายคนสงสัยกันเยอะนะเพราะก่อนหน้านี้เพิ่งจะมีข่าวคนจีนใช้บริการรถตำรวจไปนะ
VVIP
แล้วก็เนี่ยก็มีคนถามว่าแล้วคุณเซบาสเตียนเขาเป็นใครทำไมถึงมีรถตำรวจขับนำด้วยเขาก็แฉกันในเพจดังเนี่ยนะคะคุณดิวบอกว่าคือคลิปนี้เกิดขึ้นที่ไทยนะคลิปเดียวแต่ที่มีรถตำรวจดำคุณดิวบอกว่าเป็นการซื้อแพ็กเกจของโรงแรมที่เข้าพักรับส่งจากสนามบิน
โอ้เหมือนกับที่ถูกแฉเลย
ก็คล้ายๆเลยนะ
เหมือนเลย
ลองฟังดูค่ะ
ว่าคลิปวิดีโอที่อาจจะมีคลิปวิดีโอของคุณเซบาสเตียนที่มีการโพสต์เกี่ยวกับมีตำรวจที่มาเขาเรียกว่าอะไรขับรถนำหรืออะไรแบบนั้นในคลิปวิดีโอเนี่ยเป็นคลิปวิดีโอจาก Instagram ของคุณเซฟที่เขาโพสต์เองทั้งสิ้น3คลิปวิดีโอนะคะมี3คลิปวิดีโอเกิดขึ้นที่ประเทศไทยแค่คลิปวิดีโอเดียวในคลิปวิดีโอนั้นเนี่ยคุณเซฟไม่ได้รู้เรื่องอะไรนอกจากว่าตอนนั้นเขาเป็นชาวต่างชาติเขามาอยู่ประเทศไทยเขาเข้าพักโรงแรมหนึ่งแล้วในแพ็กเกจนั้นมีแพ็กเกจที่มีตำรวจมารับแล้วก็ไปส่งจากสนามบินอยู่ด้วยซึ่งดิวไม่ได้อยากให้การกระทำของดิวครั้งนี้ขอย้ำนะคะออกมาเอฟเฟกต์ใครก็ตามแต่ดิวต้องยืนยันความบริสุทธิ์ในตัวเขาว่าเขาไม่ใช่ผู้มีอิทธิพลแล้วไม่ใช่เป็นคนที่ออกมาทำอะไรแบบนี้
คือประเด็นที่คุณดิวพูดแบบนี้น่าสนใจมากท่านผู้ชมขอนอกเรื่องนิดนึงนะเพราะประเด็นเรื่องรถ VVIP เนี่ยถ้าคุณดิวพูดแบบนี้แสดงว่าเป็นเรื่องจริงอะดิที่รถตำรวจนำขบวนมีมานานแล้วนะพี่เอก
เพราะว่าคุณดิวเขาชี้แจงในคลิปเขาบอกว่าเซบาสเตียนมีอีเมลยืนยันว่าจองแพ็กเกจนี้กับโรงแรมโรงแรมเป็นคนนำเสนอว่าอ้าวเรามีแพ็กนี้นะแพ็กที่จะมีรถตำรวจนำคุณจากสนามบินส่งมายังโรงแรมเซบาสเตียนเขาก็คิดว่าถูกกฎหมายนี่เพราะโรงแรมเสนอแพ็ก
เขาไม่ได้ติดต่อเองนี่ถ้าอย่างนั้นนะ
ใช่เขาบอกเขาไม่รู้เลยว่าอ้าวแบบนี้มันผิดเหรอเขาก็ถ่ายคลิปลง IG นี่คือคลิปที่เซบาสเตียนเขาลงเอง
เพราะว่าตอนเคสของนักท่องเที่ยวชาวจีนที่เขามาลงที่สนามบินใช่ไหมเขาติดต่อมาจากเอเจนซี่แต่เนี้ยโรงแรมเป็นคนเสนอเองเลยนะ
ถูกต้องและเนี้ยกี่ปีแล้วล่ะก็แสดงว่าไอการเสนอแพ็กเกจ VVIP รถตำรวจนำมีมาอย่างน้อยก็หลายปีอ่ะเพราะคลิปนี้อย่างน้อยถ่ายหลักปีแน่นอน
ค่ะแต่เพิ่งมาเป็นข่าวเพราะเรื่องชาวจีนนี่ไง
แล้วตำรวจฝากตำรวจท่องเที่ยวดูหน่อยก็แล้วกันนะหรือว่ามันบังเอิญหรือจะยังไงเข้าใจผิดอะไรกันไหมผมก็พูดเผื่อพูดดักเอาไว้ก่อน เอาละฮะการที่ออกมาเคลื่อนไหวเรื่องนี้ของดิโอริสรานะครับวันนี้ก็มีคุณไผ่ลิกสสกำแพงเพชรกลุ่มร้อยเอกธรรมนัฐพรหมเผ่าซึ่งออกมาโพสต์รูปที่ทำให้ใครหลายคนเห็นแล้วตกใจก็คือรูปของดิโอริสราที่บนใบหน้าเลือดไหลอยู่ตามลำคอเต็มไปด้วยรอยช้ำเนี่ยฮะภาพเนี้ยคุณไผ่ลิกเอามาโพสต์แล้วก็บอกว่า
คุณไผ่โพสเองเลยนะ
คุณไผ่โพสก็เป็นภาพชุดเดียวกับที่คุณดิวมีแหละบอกว่าถ้าผู้หญิงคนหนึ่งโดนทำขนาดนี้และออกมาเพื่อปกป้องตัวเองและทำเพื่อประเทศในการออกมาให้ข้อมูลเครือข่ายการพนันใหญ่เราก็ควรออกมาปกป้องเขาหรือไม่หรือเราควรมาตั้งคำถามมากมายว่าเพราะอะไรแถมเมื่อวานยังมีคนที่ไม่รู้เป็นใครไปป่วนที่ร้านเขาอีกผมในฐานะพี่ชายคงจะต้องซัพพอร์ตหรือไม่ครับแล้วก็วงเล็บรูปบางส่วนถ้าเห็นหมดจะเป็นลมปิดท้ายด้วยติดแฮชแท็ก Safe Deal
ค่ะ
นี่คุณไผ่ลิกนะ
Okay, you can see straight off the bat, DXY is getting a little bit of resistance. All right, we're gonna watch this 5-second close, guys. So literally at that 9:15, so we got about maybe 30 minutes, okay? And you can see here comes the almost the last 15-minute candle. All right, so if you guys have not done anything or just sitting back, like if you want to just pass news, remember, you know, guys, at least in our Zoom call, we do have a post New York session, and then we also have our 9:30 New York Open, right? So to get involved with the trade right now, it's up to you what you want to do, but personally, other than that low lot size gold sell, we're just going to sit back and relax and watch how things are going to move. Okay. Okay, and let's look. GU. Nasdaq here holding below. Okay, starting to drop. And here comes a possible death cross if it continues. Okay, so still. Okay, Goldie here pushing back down. Look at oil here coming up strong. So remember on the 15-minute, guys, let's take a look at this. So see how you had previous resistance here. Okay, so nice resistance. Okay, all through the consolidation. So push phase, accumulation phase, distribution. Okay, and now you can see nice big possible flag pattern here. All right, and if we get above, like I said, that 78 level, price can start to push up, start tapping those 78.3, 0.4, 0.5. All right, if it gets rejected here, okay, you know, price can probably come back down and push into our previous set of demand at around that 77.5 and 77.3 area. Okay, Goldie's still dropping here. Okay, holding some support. Okay, let's make this a little bit easier so you guys to read what we're looking at doing here. Going to 10-minute. Okay, so watch here. You can see this is the overall 15-minute, sorry, the 10-minute view. 15 minutes a little wide. No, you can still use it though. If we break, like I said, this bottom structure looks pretty strong for an overall high zone to zone trade. All right, if we find some support, we're going to come back up. You see how the 10-minute has not crossed above that 9 and 200 EMA. Probably come back up, retest, and you can see here it goes. Here's that 745. Okay, see how they flickered right away? I don't know if you guys could see that on the 10-minute. But on the 5, they had rejection, push, and then another rejection. It opened up bullish, bearish, flashed pretty quick, to be honest with you. So watch and see that 9 EMA tap and see what happens based on that. Well, there goes NASDAQ. Ooh. Okay, 45 seconds. GU drop, NASDAQ drop, gold pushed. Okay, 27 seconds. let's watch this 13-second open here. Okay, new candle here. You can see it's just opening up, holding that daily. Okay, let's see if this thing will drop. Due to the time in news, guys, even if this does drop, I'm not going to get in on a sell. Okay. I'm not looking towards getting caught into a trade where that news can have a negative effect. Okay, but watch and see how this thing plays out regardless. Okay, Dow holding, coming in strong. Goldie right back at that 9 EMA like we talked about. Okay, gold is strong, guys. Let's look at that oil trade. So oil reverse, okay, tap that 9, and then you can see you have that impulsive move continuing. Okay. Three minutes, guys. This is the last 15-minute candle, the hourly. Okay, NASDAQ here. Remember I talked about not giving it a sell. Look at the support on the daily. Watch the retest coming in. I mentioned, guys, I'm not into the trades when they're hovering around the 9 EMA here. Okay, starting to get a break. Okay, everything, market seems to be working and flipping it. Let's take a look at bookmap here, guys. All right, let's take a look at oil. Oil has right at the highs, guys. Gold is right at that 200 EMA. You can see it's still holding bullish. Okay. So right around the previous level demand, okay, which had previous structure in here, it's showing based on this type of structure that there's a lot of sellers around this 209 EMA. Okay. There was a ton of buyers sitting there based on the heat map that was once showing. All right. Right now they're pulling their orders. Okay. Like it's just flickering. The ask and bid is going pretty heavy right now just because of the overall time coming into the new hourly. And you can see that gold is definitely holding in that retracement session, coming probably back to that 209 EMA. Okay. So watch and see if it's going to close above. All right. And start to get these retests. Okay, oil, let me take a peek at oil, guys. I know some people were just monitoring oil. All right. Okay, you can see here that oil, okay, has in and around the zone that we talked about. Remember, these are futures markets, guys. Okay, futures markets. Okay, so changing of gold right at the same level of resistance, kind of how we have. All right, is showing that price has got some resistance there, but they could come here no problem. All right, and then do a rug pull, and then oil could shoot right back up. Okay, very similar to maybe gold, any kind of instrument looking to come towards a high. All right, this thing is looking very bullish, guys, right now. I think we can probably tap that 78.40. Gold is bullish too. Okay, thank God I did a small lot size on this one. Nice feeler trade. Oh, going the wrong way. Okay, you can see gold is holding. Okay, pushing right back up to that 9 and 200 EMA. Okay, so we're going to actually take a look. Should it be illegal? Big players placing, pulling orders to manipulate? Absolutely not. That's what they do. Okay, so watch and see the supply. It's starting to close above. And now we're going to watch this new hourly coming in about 10 minutes. All right. Yeah, guys, I got a small lot size on gold. Told you feeler trade on the sell. We're going to see how this is going to move. Dow's holding. Nasdaq tip back up. Okay, and we're looking at retesting that daily. There's been no move, guys, on Nasdaq. Okay, there's been no move on Nasdaq. Okay, other than that cross. So, if we do break the daily, though, like I said, that's a long process to happen, especially when you have this news. But you can see the consolidation is just too very real. All right, GU holding, very similar to gold, finding some support. Okay, and then you can see that DXY is retesting that 9 and 200, kind of similar to how we had it laid out. And we're going to see this close in about 3 minutes. Okay, so here comes the fall in the DXY. Retesting. And if she falls, guys, past this 9, we're probably going to get to that 103.250. Okay, which will push GU and gold. Look at Nasdaq still holding 2. Goldie pushing up. We're going to see this 2 minute and 48 second close on gold. Just like to check everything out, guys, before focusing on this again. And look at oil, guys. Oil on the hourly, like we talked about. This thing is still hitting it. All right. Take a look. Coming right back up. If we break this resistance, guys, like I said, we're coming back up to 79. Is our next stop. Okay. And that's the overall move if oil breaks. Okay, so guys, if you guys are wondering where your stop loss is, I would have it below the 200, very similar to like we have. So that trade setup you're looking, I didn't take this, okay, but if you're looking to do something like that, all right, this is what you want to do. Have your stop loss right below the 200, okay, holding into those bottom wicks to the left, previous structure. Okay, and if you want to take it one step further, guys, based on this level of support, I maybe move your stop loss in that general area. It's up to you. Okay, and if it does come back, it's got to deal with that 9 before actually tapping it. Okay. Then there's gold. And here's coming that last 5 minutes, guys, and that's going to be 20 minutes until our speaker. Okay, now again, let's kind of break down what we're even kind of talking about here. All right, now this, guys, listen, everything is already pre-planned. You guys understand? It's all algorithms. All right, you guys understand? There's people like us buying and selling here, but this is a computerized generation we're in. Okay, when this guy speaks, I don't necessarily know whether he's going to drop any insight to change of policy or to anything like that. It might just be a speaking event. Sorry, that's horrible English. All right. More hawkish than expected is good for currency. Okay. Does anybody know what hawkish and dovish mean? If you guys know what it means, please share with the group in Zoom what it means. If you guys don't know what it means on YouTube, guys, someone on YouTube, please share it with them so they understand. Hawkish means aggressive. Dovish means we're in good terms. Okay? And why traders care, all right? The Federal Reserve, FOMC members vote on where to set the nation's key interest rates. So key interest rates is very common in that sentence. And their public engagements are often used to drop subtle clues regarding future monetary policy. Okay? Okay, so that's going to come in today's. We have another speaker coming in later on, okay, at 2:45. All right, so keep that in mind. Okay, so today's a large day for all probably FOM speakers. Okay. Okay, gold held. Okay, so let's watch this 9 EMA tap. You can see it's holding here that support that was previously drawn. And watch this 200 EMA. All right. Kenny, you didn't look it up what the A book and B book is. Okay, make sure to look that up, guys. Okay, there goes gold, pushing, retracing right back up. All right, so if this holds, watch it get into that supply. I still have a small lot size on gold, guys, yes. It's small enough not to affect even the overall trade two trades that I've done today, all right? When I say feeler lots, hopefully you guys remember that. It's a feeler lot. If you guys don't know what a feeler lot is, it's like your soldier, okay? Ronnie members have explained this before. This one's taking one for the team. If it makes sense, go in on a bigger lot on a retest. If not, you have enough leverage to be able to hold this thing probably through 100, maybe 200 pips, depending on the lot size, okay? A very small lot size is being used, okay? That's what a feeler lot is. Okay, you'll hear Ron talk about that too on his stream. Our members know what it is, but in terms of YouTube, you guys might not know what that is, okay? So let's watch and see here what the retest is going to be like on this 200 break. Okay, US 30 is going bullish, NASDAQ as well. And we're coming into that hourly change up. Let's see oil here. Okay, right here, guys, has been key level selling. What's a feeler for me? It can range from anywhere between 0.1, okay, to 0.05, 50 cents to $1. All right. First time you've heard about feeler? Good, guys. Maybe you learned something new on the stream today. Our guys have known about this for probably the last year and a half. Okay, so there it goes, guys. There's oil. Nice bullish move. Okay, so watch the retracement coming, or not retracement, but a little bit of a pullback coming in here. Cupping into that key level, and this thing is going strong, guys. Hourly's holding tight. We're making big moves on all commodities, all right? All indices are pretty shit. Okay, and you can see Goldie is now tapping that 200 EMA coming in. So watch and see the overall next resistance level. Okay. And guys, this is approaching that new hourly. Okay, so this is going to come into 9 a.m. So we're going to have a new hourly candle on here. All right. Everything is going to switch. We're going to see how price is going to react. All right. And I want to see this real important DXY. Stuart Dalton feeler lots are very good if you're slightly indecisive. Agreed. I'm still bearish on gold, okay, long term. Scalping, it might not always follow our way. Scalping trades, like yesterday, for example. Okay, gold eventually held. All right, if you guys remember that big buys that we set up in demand, it ran for about 25, 30 pips. All right, then came right back to break even multiple times. All right, that's more of an opportunity where you can use a higher lot size. But if you're not 100% sure and you don't want to risk a lot, use a trade in a little bit that makes you feel what the market is doing, and then go based on that. So oil, I think, is holding bullish, guys. Goldie coming in. There it goes, guys. So broke right through. All right, so if you guys did grab oil, remember this was demand. I told you, have your stop there. Watch for the resistance now. Okay. Do have a key level on oil for a potential reverse and act as key resistance. It is this 78. Let's mark it on here. 0.45. Okay, a little bit higher. So let's watch and see that level. And that's going to be a key support and resistance level. All right. So you can see double top coming in. Let's watch and see the zone. Just want to mark it neutral just in case. Once we get back up there, you can see straight up that price is pushing right back down. Okay, watch it tap that 9 EMA. All right. So guys, that was a big move, like for real. You know, long position from around that 77.5 and you're around in here. And then you can see you're getting that little bit of a short retracement. Okay. BTC is dumping off. Goldie's still tapping that 9 and 200 EMA. All right, this thing is looking very bullish, guys. Let's watch and see if it's going to get back above. If we break above here, okay, and we hold, I want to see the next leg coming in at that 915. All right, so here it comes, guys. This is the first 5 minute. All right, so whatever this speaker is going to say is going to have a big impact on what's coming. All right, and you can see that NASDAQ and the indices were utterly horrible today. Like this is garbage trading. Okay, right here, garbage. All right, you can see they're holding that daily. All right, but this is not something that we should have been even looking to trade. Okay, again, I still believe that it's going to go bearish, but we'll watch how that speaker is going to bring things to light. All right. Just checking out some chats here, guys. Sorry, love oil. Yeah, feeler Nigel. 0.1, perfect. Okay, I got the A and B book. Guys, what would you like to focus on for this 915? What do you guys just want to watch? Okay. Honestly, it's going to lead right in market open, so whatever moves happen, it could distort what's coming. It doesn't really matter 100% what we do watch because you have that, like I said, 930 coming in right post. Okay, we'll watch Dow and gold here, guys. A lot of people are liking Dow. We'll take a peek at it for sure. sec here, guys. Do I speak any other language than English? Nah, man, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm a one-hit wonder here. English is all I got for you. Okay, and you can see it's still pushing in, tapping that 9. Okay, guys, so watch and see that 905. All right, we got 915 coming in. And we're going to watch the Dow Jones, okay? The spam is real on some guys. Okay, so here comes, guys. New candle, here it goes. Okay, everything is coming in, so we got about, I would say 8 minutes, 9 minutes left. Let's watch NASDAQ here. There goes Nasty trying to break down. Okay. And you can see the Dow's coming up in here. So let's watch and see what we got going on. I'm going to erase these 9 and 200 EMAs. We're going to watch. I want to see maybe that 200 one more time. Okay. So I want to take one more look on the 4-hour real quick. All right. So you can see long bottom wick here, 4-hour support. Okay, and then we have some resistance coming in. All right, right at the top wicks and the candle closes. All right, so it's going to be 4-hour here. And we have 4-hour resistance. And we'll go to the 15-minute here, guys. You're going to teach me Somalian, Mohammed? I welcome it, bro. I would love to learn it. Okay, so here we come, guys. Nice movement. All right, Dow's looking good on the 15-minute. All right, holding some support. You can see to the left, guys, we have not broke this level just yet. And then I got some resistance just right above here. Okay. Okay, so here we got some key levels. And then I'm going to mark up one more on the 5 just to watch. And you can see the resistance that we have right up in the highs. Okay, so walking up, new leg by leg. All right, if this does want to break down, you can see to the previous structure that there was a lot of buyers here from the previous consolidation. Okay, right to here, and you can see right at around that 33990. Okay. So here it comes in about 1:22, guys. I'm going to actually go grab the dog real quick, and then I'll be right back for this news. Okay. Chill out, relax. We got 9:30 right after. All right, guys. So we're coming to that first 10 minutes, and this next 5, guys, is where the news is going to drop here. Okay, so sit back, relax. If you're still new, guys, just chill out. All right, you don't need to be involved in this. We do have 9:30 right after. This could be a complete dud. All right, a complete dud of what's actually coming in. So let's just monitor this accordingly. I do believe that NASDAQ is possibly in that direction. Let's take a peek at NASDAQ. It's still in that range. Okay, so for me, you can see NASDAQ is still holding. Okay, everything is rocketing. GU's finding support. Gold is pushing up high, guys. Okay, so I'm in about a $25 drawdown. Peanuts. Okay, and then we're going to watch US 30, how it's going to work. All right, so coming in. Okay, and there's 3 minutes left. Okay, and let's take a peek at that DXY real quick. And we got that DXY coming in. Okay, so let's say we talk about that big break. Let's watch and see now how this is going to react. All right, if this news is negative, okay, this is having a big impact on the DXY. It might not have much until that New York open anyways. Okay, so we're coming to that key to 103.250, 103, you know, almost 200. All right, we haven't been here for a while since our scalping at around, you know, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. All right, and you can see what we're dealing with right now, coming in about 2 minutes and 50 seconds. All right, so this thing is gonna go, fuck man, gold can push, okay, or this can hold the DXY and it can rocket back up. But right now, guys, gold is extremely bullish, coming right back up to that 81 level. Okay, let's get some pips on US 30 here, guys. All right, so about 3 minutes left. 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay, so if you're not comfortable, guys, just wait until the New York Open, all right? Or, you know, understand the risk of what's coming on with the Dow, okay? So about 1 minute and 52 here. Now remember, this is a speaking event. You might not have much news being involved with it, or it could have complete volatility. We don't know. All right. I still think that if we break below, guys, like I said, the Dow can break that down to the 4 hour, 33990, but this thing looks pretty strong right now. Bookmap, there's a lot of buyers, guys. Okay, both buyers and sellers sitting at around those higher time frame levels. All right, let me just take a peek here. And here's the minute, guys, just under it now, 45 seconds. Okay. Okay, and just under 20. So it's going to be a dud or a market mover here. Let's watch. So you're going to start speaking probably right around now, unless it's delayed. Okay, nothing really moved just yet. You can see indices opened up. Okay, it's showing some bearish momentum. Okay, everything is starting to hold here. GU's raping the pushes. Okay, Goldie's pushing too. Look at Goldie, big move here, breaking above. All right, coming in for that 1883. So broke right through previous level here. All right, let's watch and see the retest. See if it does. If not, you're going to see this thing start to walk back to that 1886. Okay, strong movement, and oil's coming in too. A little bit of a range. Okay, nothing coming in here, so it's kind of a dud, guys. I think probably market open is going to be a little bit better coming in here. All right, US 30s kind of tank off a little bit. Let's see if NASDAQ is doing the same thing. Okay, markets are starting to fall so far. Okay, it's nothing really continuing. Bookmap is slow right now, Sherry. There is nothing executing at a high level. Okay, and I think, remember, he's just starting to speak. So let's see what his outcome may be and how it correlates with that market open. This is wild. Okay, obviously nothing really crazy impactful has been said so far, in the meeting just started. So guys, if you guys want to smash the like button, like I said, I know we've been just kind of waiting for this, and it's kind of opened up a dud. All right, let's try to get this thing to like maybe 400 likes right off the bat. Everything is continuing to just follow overall trend. Okay, Dow is starting to break down. Let's see if NASDAQ is starting to fall as well. Okay, and the shitty time about now, and I'm going to be real with you, is if you enter in buys and sells, okay, in the next 15-minute candle, you're going to deal with New York Open. Okay, so there's a lot that's at stake here if you're looking to enter in right now. All right, it's a little riskier. Okay. Okay, there goes that big dump, guys. If it weren't so close to market open, I swear I would sell. It's been that area for so long. There it goes. See the following suit. Dow is probably following the same way, dumping back down. Okay, let's watch and see the Dow. Okay, still the first 5 minute. This is where they want to trap you in, guys. Exactly, sale, exactly. So with this time, they want to get you into these moves and then hold you in through market open. Okay, GU dumping off. Remember we talked about this. There it goes. I'm looking for 103.400 if we can close above this 9 and 200 EMA. So big pushes on DX. Look at NASDAQ and the Dow. It's a nice holding resistance here. Let's see Goldie, guys. Gold rejection. Okay, coming back down. I'm probably going to test that demand at that 1 hour and 4 hour. Okay. So it's lovely how they pushed it above. Okay, I want to see in the same level here, guys. If they dump it below, I'll execute another sell. If not, if they hold this above, right, remember, this is going to float into demand, walk our way up, and I'll look to get into a buy there at a higher lot size and probably make up for that short-term sell. I'm still in that sell, guys, to be honest with you, and that loss. All I need is about maybe 10 pips with a higher lot size, and we're good. Okay, so let's watch. We do have an alarm here. And let's see on oil as well. Dow holding, NASDAQ just finding some support. GU holding as well. And then you can see the dollar is just starting to get above and around that 200 EMA. Okay, 4 minutes left, guys. Let's see what we're coming in here. That's until our 8:25. All right, guys, monitor this until 9:25, sorry, not 8:25, and we're going to look at doing NASDAQ and the Dow, all right? So see how they broke it down and then continuing up. Very choppy session on the indices. Okay, I'm a little bit bearish on this bad boy, personally. All right, so I want to see that nice rejection coming off that 200 EMA. All right, I want to see that close below that 34010, right at this structure right here. Okay, I want to watch this level. Okay, coming in, and on the 15-minute, you can take a peek here. Nice resistance. Okay, looking to possibly fill this big imbalance move. Like I said, if we do break that 200 EMA, this thing's going to fall pretty far. Okay, but let's watch and see that 200. That's the key opportunity for a break. 33960 if we're going to go bearish. Right around in here. So let it do its thing, guys. No rushing here. Seconds. Okay, so you can see the closure below. This is what we're looking for right off the bat to see if price can dump off. Okay, and if it doesn't close, it's going to hold support right at that 4 hour. Okay, here it comes. Big moves starting to come to play here on pretty much everything. Gold is starting to fall down. Dow is starting to hold here. Okay, so really shitty market open. Let's take a look. Nasdaq too. Goldie retesting. Okay. There goes the Dow here. Okay, let's look at Nasdaq too. That should tell you something, guys. This is not something we want to get involved in right now. Look at this. There's no movement on Nasdaq. Okay, everything looks still selling. Okay, there it goes. Okay, 4 hour support starting to come in here. Look to the left, 15-minute. Watch and see at that 200 EMA. Okay, that's why I have that there. Watch and see what we got going on. DAX pushing, GU dumping, DXY flying, guys. Gold is starting to retrace a bit. Look at what we got going on here. Nasdaq. Watch the buying coming in here on Dow. You can see gold is starting to drip down to that 200 EMA. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. Okay, so motion is going to close in about 2 minutes and 42 seconds here. Three, 4, 1, 4, 0. Okay, still dropping, guys. Let's watch this. Let's watch and see that 33660. Here it goes. Look at that big wick, guys. Okay, you can see that there is buyers sitting there. Okay, max maybe 33920. Okay. If we break below there, guys, that's going to be the TP if price can continue to drop. Alright, it's coming to that critical area though. Buyers are still stepping in. Let's watch and see how it's going to react on the new candle open here. Looks like a beautiful opportunity for a long position, but again, if this does break and continue, let's watch and see how this candle is going to close. Alright, so watch a minute, guys. Let's just see if this plays out. See how we're going to react. If the Dow picks up volume, let it pick up volume. We won't even look for anything like this. Okay, but I'm going to keep in mind for those sells 33990 for the continuations. Okay, Nice holding of big demand area. You can see NASDAQ is starting to drip down too. Okay, look at GU dumping down, guys. The Dow is holding strong here. Look at the demand. Okay, two back to back. Okay, so nothing closed below. That was initial wick here, and we're going to see what's going to happen around this level. No, guys, I didn't add another position on gold. I'm looking to trade something else here, so I'm just going to leave gold alone. It's coming right back down. Again, only down about 15 bucks now, so not much. Okay, so still holding, guys. Let it do its thing here. Order block is still good. I'm still watching that level coming in. Okay, and we're pushing. Okay, so market open had the retracement, sucking in some buyers. All right, Bookmap, the buyers are in control right now. Bid price is stacking up. Okay, there is some heavy heat map resistance coming in around pretty much where we are. All right, whether or not they're going to pull the rug or just let this thing fly, you can see that it's starting to push. Okay. And let's watch NASDAQ too. Goldie push right back down. Okay, watch and see. NASDAQ and Dow, they're just not correlated really at all. NASDAQ is holding strong here. It tapped pretty much the same level as the previous arrow, so not finding anything so far. There goes the Dow. Okay, so perfect, guys. Nothing closed below. Still wicking. Let's watch and see if we can get back up to that 34,100. And if we close below on this 200 right here, guys, that big long wick is going to get filled. Okay, and we could continue bearish. All right, but you can see that 33960 was a definite order area where pending multiple orders have been sitting. Okay, let's see NASDAQ now. So which one is really in the direction? Okay, that's what we want to see here. And erase this range. Too consolidated for me. Okay, big buying. There it goes, guys. Okay, so nothing closed. We're coming to a nice little area now, 34,100. All right. So if this thing flies past, we have our next area, 34,144. But you can see the multiple sellers that started to step in here, guys. Okay. Goldie's dropping hard. Okay, so watch gold too. Okay, so I want to see how this pushes above 34,100. Okay, if that's the case, like I said, I'm looking for a possible short anywhere around in here. If price wants to make her way up, okay, open, we're going to see if that is going to be a heavy resistance area. Okay, let's watch. Okay, if they hold this coming into the minute 20, this will be interesting to see how we're going to react. And all I'm looking for, guys, is this previous structure. If it blows past, it is what it is. All right, let's see here, rejection, rejection, and then watch the impulsive 34,100 right here, looking for a push, rejection, maybe coming back down. We'll see. Okay. this thing pushes up, guys, it's gonna fly. 35 seconds. Let's watch the new candle. The volume is still very strong here, okay? See Goldie tapping the low, coming in. Nasdaq is finding some support as well. Okay, 3 seconds, guys. Let's watch and see how this new candle is going to open. Okay, volume is strong here. Watch 34,100. Here's the push. Okay, let it go through. There we go. Okay, guys, this looks pretty strong here. There's a high wick at 34,254. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Where is it? 254 right around in here. All right, so let's watch and see. See the rejection at 41,000. On the 30-minute, it's still very strong. All right. Okay, just about 4 minutes. Nothing is broken above yet. I'm looking on momentum right here now, guys. They're starting to stack the buying orders. Okay, so this thing, if it still accumulates and big volume stepped in on the Dow sell here. Guys, if we hold below here, I will take a short. Okay, let's watch and see this candle. About 3 minutes left. All right, this is the initial impulsive move. Let's see if we get that continuation. Now, gold is shorting. It's right back down, coming in. All right, you can see here, Dow's still holding. Nasdaq is just dancing around. Okay, so watch and see here the resistance. And the Dow. I'm looking for someone to trade for me. I pay commission daily, Dennis. Do you know anyone? No, we don't. And we don't welcome that on the channel. No one. If you're looking to get scammed, bro, then that's how you do it. Okay, I'm waiting here for that 2-minute candle to close. And then the resistance, we're going to see if it's going to hold or if it's just going to be a spoof, which means buyers are still going to continue because volume is still very strong here. Okay, there it goes. Heavy resistance, still pushing. Buyers are still in there. Big volume is stepping in with bubbles. Okay, on Bookmap, you can see Nasdaq is starting to float here. So if this thing breaks above, guys, like I said, we're still going to make some highs. About a minute left here. See how they're dancing it around? Okay, about a minute and 16. Okay, so just getting in the resistance level, still a minute left. Okay, gold is still dropping down. Nasdaq is still bullish. Okay, gold is still dropping. Nasdaq is still in a nice little push. Okay, I'm watching Nasdaq around 12735. Okay, Nasdaq was the initial selling drop here. Dow was still holding. Okay, 26 seconds, guys. Let's watch and see. On the 1 hour, this looks very strong. Okay, for real. Look at this. 1 hour, it looks very strong. When we erase this right here, this is what we're dealing with on the hourly. Look at that volume. Okay, but we're coming to that key level resistance here. So that's kind of why we have that short opportunity of some supply. But if they break above, guys, like I said, this thing is still going to continue. All right. All right. New candle here. Look at that drop coming in. Big fucking drop. Okay, so see what I mean? Big drop, guys. Look at this. Right at the 200 EMA. This thing is going south here fast. Okay, so see what I mean? I didn't take that, guys. I personally didn't. I was a little bit delayed. But you can see right around that 34,000. Okay, that would have been nice coming back down. Okay, beautiful retracement sell. Okay, if it continues, all right, like I didn't take this. Okay, but if it continues past here, all right, watch and see if it fills. If not, you're going to see some support starting to hold right here, and then price is going to start to walk back to the upside. Okay, see, here's that level we talked about. Let's watch and see if they're going to drop or flop this. Goldie has sunk like crazy, guys. Oof. Okay, so watch the retracement open up now. I'm going to just mark this right here so you guys understand I did not take this. Okay, education purpose showing supply. Did not take this. See, quick scalp coming in. Buyers, remember we talked about this. This is exactly what's happening. Boom. Now watch and see if they're going to reverse and still continue. All right. So let's watch. Gold is starting to pick up some volume here. Let's see on NASDAQ, big drop. Okay, so see, holding. And now we got this last 15-minute candle, guys. All right, Goldie dropping pretty hard. You can see where we're at. Previous level resistance. Okay. NASDAQ holding too. Watch this big suck up here. Okay, volume. I saw some of this on Bookmap, guys. All right, buyers are still there. There's a lot of sitting orders at that 34,050. Let's take a look at oil too, guys. We got some people messaging about oil. Dumping off. There goes oil right out of supply. Okay, there's that retest. And you can see oil starting to dump down. Okay, I might take a small, on this candle close, a US 30 feeler sell. I'm not really going to mess with this large. We're going to see how this is going to move. Okay. Under a minute now. Well, gold's about to take a shit. Yep. Running right back even. Boom. Daddy likes in blue now, guys. big trade holding and drawdown right back to blue. Sweet. I closed out that trade in profit, actually. Did anyone else hold gold with me, guys? I don't know if a lot of people would have believed in gold or whatever it is, but did anyone else hold it? Like I said, I was believing in gold. Oh, guys, look at that drop. You couldn't, Newt? You lost big, bro. It's leveraging, man. How many times? How many times we got to tell you this? Look at the Dow here, guys. Let's go. Yusuf, what do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Let's see if the Dow can follow sense now. Okay, there's the Dow, guys. Let's go, running. See if this can continue. Guys, I ended off the day here with 475 bucks. I'm okay with that. NASDAQ dumping. Everything is starting to dump now. Big supply areas. Okay, I didn't even take a US 30 trade. I had 3 gold sells. And there goes NASDAQ again. Alright, but again, you can see GU dumped off. And look at the Dow here, okay? Okay, here we go. Alright, look at this. Big momentum stepping in here. And watch the pullback now coming in. Anush, probably not, man. I know when to walk away. Okay, watch them come back up here, guys. We're going to stay till about 10:15. No, I didn't trust the drop. Okay, that's a really good trade, guys, to remember. Okay, remember that 1867. Let's see if we can get some buy limits now, guys. What do you think? Let's take a look at 1867 here. I don't think many people believed in that gold sell. Okay, so let's watch. Okay, once we hit that 67 mark, I'm looking for a buy limit on gold. Okay, if it does break below there, this is what I'm dealing with. These two levels right in here. Okay, if it does come in this level, 69, all right, I'm waiting for 67. Right in here. All right, see if I can get that lower low, dumping into that 65 stop loss possibly. Okay, let's watch. And that's previous level demand on the wick. Okay, so let's see how it's going to go. NASDAQ, Dow Jones held. Okay, the Dowser and Nasty dropped like a rock. Okay, I'm still believing in all these sells, guys. You can see here, I never traded this once, but whether you guys are understanding the same way as me, it's completely different. I do think that the Dow, if it gets rejected here again, it's going to drop and fill that wick. Okay, so let's just watch. The only thing that's holding this right now is this 200 EMA, which is very strong in terms of support. US 30 is ramping up for a breakout here. Okay, there's gold. Still missing it. Then let's take a look on oil. Members, you guys should be banking on oil. That was from the Discord. Okay, oil, big supply sell here. Oh, Dowser. See the daily wick at 34,800 get filled soon. We'll watch and see how these next couple days and folders are going to fill. I like this sell here, guys. still selling into a support, and this looks like an inverse head and shoulders, so just monitor this accordingly. Remember, that was the initial resistance sell supply, and we're coming up hot now. If we break out above here, guys, okay, see how they're holding it? If we break out above here, all right, then we can probably start to make some new higher highs, getting us back at least up into 34,100. Okay, here it comes. Okay, here's the test again. Let's see this DXY. NASDAQ just took a shit. Okay, I think that's why DAX is going to follow. Same with US 30 here. Okay, guys. I might take a small feeler trade on US 30. We're going to see this candle here just opening up on a sell. Okay, and using the stop loss a little bit higher to come into play. Let's see this volume enter in on the 5-minute. Okay, and we're just following suit with possible NASDAQ. Okay, so let's see here, holding some support, and the volume is still holding. Okay, so nothing closed below that initial green. You can still see support is being held. Let's watch this 34,100 retest. I just want to see if NASDAQ is leading the way or the Dow is, personally. Okay, gold dumped right down. Okay, and then same with oil. The NASDAQ is still taking a shit. Pardon my French. Okay, Dowie's pushing right back, 34.1. Okay, here we go, guys. So right back up to where we once were. Let's watch and see this. So coming in, buyers are hot. Okay, I can see this right on Bookmap. The bid is taking over. All right, here it goes. Let's see this 34,100 tap again. Okay, this was once a previous selling area multiple times. And let's see how the volume is going to continue. There goes buyers. Oh my God, you should have saw the Bookmap, guys. That thing just pushed. Okay, so watch 34,001. Okay, see what's going to happen here. Big volume coming in. So if we get this breakout, watch and see this 34,100. Okay, if it pushes, like I said, we're getting up to our 34,150. And then if it continues, probably 34,200 with volume. Okay. Okay, let's see NASDAQ. Okay, so NASDAQ is picking up some buyers here. And we got that 10 a.m. guys. So I'm going to watch 10 a.m. the new hourly. If this is rejection, then you're going to watch that new hourly candle open up. More volume is going to step in probably often than not, like it already is. Let's see if there's any news. Okay, so we have about nothing at 10, just 10:30 crude oil. Okay, and everything is starting to push, guys. Okay, so let's watch and see. Okay, there it goes, big break above. All right, remember we talked about this volume holding. Let's see here how we're going to get into that hourly change up. Okay, is Bookmap free, guys? No, unfortunately Bookmap is not free. You can download a free version of it. Okay, but again, it's not going to give you everything that you need. Okay, so here is the rocket. Okay, initial supply. Let's take a look at our new opportunity coming in at the hourly. Okay, so remember that was initial sell here, right back down if you got it on education. All right, and then you can see we're poking our head nice and crystal clear right above. Okay, continuing. And remember we talked about this. Buyers stepping in here and they're starting to walk. Okay, so nice big buying area here. Did not respect the second area attempt, 34,100. So we're still walking our way up, okay? Hourly change up is coming in, guys. Hourly change up is coming in. Big volume stepping in. Big press. All right. Getting ready for this candle open up on the hourly. Here it goes. Okay, buyers are strong as hell right now. I'm watching Bookmap. They're just smashing their orders. There was a large rate there, was large volume. Okay, let's see what this is going to bring into the continuations. Let's see NASDAQ here, guys. NASDAQ is still dumping. Okay, let's see what's going on in the Dow. Making new higher highs. Right back to the left. Big wick, rejection, secondary time. Be careful getting in any trades right now, guys. Getting filled at random places. Spreads are going to jump around. This is the new hourly switch, okay? You can see they initially went bullish to bearish right off the bat. Let's see what happened with NASDAQ here, okay? NASDAQ dumped off again, all right? So watch the accumulation, buyers picking up here, okay? Let the first 5 minute go. Everything is dumping right now, guys, it seems. Watch your spreads. Everything fluctuates, whether you're variable or fixed, whatever it is. Okay, so remember, this was previous resistance. Now it's acting as a little